system with the offense starting to hit his stride. Will need to hit his stride against the Michigan defense.
Handed off on first down to Williams in the open. He's near midfield.
All season long, that's provided stability in terms of pass protection. Washington hasn't been sacked all too much.
Throws it, had a man, and it's down.
And I felt the backups, which was Sullivan and Roeder at the time, were as good as you'll find. So thankfully with the injuries, they've been able to rotate, and Wink Martindale told they want to get after Malik Washington.
Going to get a free play here. Lofts it in the air, and it's going to be caught just outside the...
It's critical. Michigan had trouble with this. Northwestern was able to get them to jump offsides a number of times last week.
Offside. Defense number 23 in the neutral zone at the snap.
For Pep Hamilton.
That was good for 29 yards from the 24-yard line. Handed off again to Williams. Runs into a slew of Wolverines still trying to push. Trying to reverse. Now they're going to pass it with Washington. Now he's going to use his legs. He's got a first down and steps out of bounds inside the...
Come up with something. Pulls this trick play out of his hat. Little double reverse. Looking at a flea flicker. Washington was looking to hit some of his targets downfield.
Washington going to keep. And he's brought down to the 10-yard line. Great pursuit. One on the play. Second and goal. Throw to the outside. Good blocking in front. And just outside.
Perimeter blocking, perimeter tackling will be a major factor in this game. We've told you the Terps have struggled to run the ball. They use these little screens to...
Gonna hand it off. Williams stuffed at the half. Fourth and goal. Washington to pass. Over the middle. Caught. Touchdown Terps. Dorian Fleming. What a drive from Maryland. Was the key. Fleming with his third touchdown reception of the year.
They forced the second most interceptions.
Oh, onside kick. Does Michigan have it?
Number 29, Chase Taylor, staying patient. Maryland must have seen something on film. You usually do that if you anticipate Michigan to leave early, but Chase Taylor stayed disciplined. You're taught to keep your eyes on that ball.
Still able to hang on. Bryson Kuzdal is the running back from Michigan. Underwood to throw it, slings it incomplete.
Field goal, but the mistakes have to be ironed out.
They throw it to the outside. Kuzdal follows Max Bredesen. Handed off. Kuzdal up the gut and a first down for Michigan.
Including Sharon Moore, so they have full trust in their young running back.
Gets it again on 1st and 10, trying to get to the outside. He's got the outside, stays on his feet, finally tripped.
Offensive line, but take a look at number 9, Channing Goodwin, leading the way, almost playing that Max Bredesen type role. He's able to get a little chip on Jamari Glasker, the corner.
It's all Kuzdal on this opening drive. He gets it again, and he's wrapped up by the Terps after a pickup of 1.
And win these early downs.
Handoff Kuzdal again, and he's brought down. Michigan. Kuzdal, the running back. They're going to throw it, and it is going to be caught by Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan. Flag on the play.
Snap count to get these free plays, and if it's one-on-one, it's going to be no mystery where Bryce Underwood is looking. He's looking to his other freshman, Andrew Marsh, who had a coming out party last week. 12 for 189 yards, big catches and big moments, and picking up right where he left off with a nice 50-50 ball fade touchdown. Beautiful, beautiful location on that ball from Bryce Underwood.
Mix. Second drive. Malik Washington steps up, throws down the middle. Catch is made by Jaleel. Nolan Ray is in the backfield. He goes in motion. Washington isolated on the right. Nice catch and spinning.
Was spent on the urgency to get those explosive plays.
Washington again back to pass. Little shovel pass out to Ray. He's got some space. Trying to get to the corner. He will. And
which turns into a first down.
Pull it out. Throw across the middle, incomplete.
And as Michigan's defense has settled in.
Pressure coming, and another incompletion. Yards, third and manageable now for Maryland. They're going to run it. DeJuan Williams brought down by Barham in the back for it.
It could be, but this TFL is the key. They're trying to pull their tackle back across the line of scrimmage, and Jalil Farouk, he's the key as a wide receiver.
Andrew Marsh back deep. He's the new punt returner for Michigan. Receives it. He's going to return it. Gets to the 15-yard line and
remove the chains. So it's the full experience with Bryce Underwood.
Play action pass on first down. Slings it, and it's picked off and dropped. Oh.
No doubt. Underwood very, very lucky here. This ball just sailed on him. McCauley is 6'5" with long arms. So to miss him that bad.
You see him rock back there?
Yep. That's all it takes. Good eye there by the official. Not much, but those mistakes didn't cost him last week, but will cost him at some point.
Flushed out, finds Marsh. Marsh trying to make a man miss, rolling with the tackle.
They're in the top hash, wide receiver 1.
To pass Underwood, in trouble, throws to Bredesen, who makes the catch. Bredesen stopped.
Play for Bredesen. You see him in there to help protect with all these injuries to the running back room. Max Bredesen becomes their best pass pro running back, and you don't see that all too often. Not targeted.
Hand it off. Kuzdal following his blockers and picks up 5.
When his number is called upon, he consistently makes the plays.
Handoff again. Kuzdal trying to get the corner, made a man miss, and leans forward for Kuzdal. Underwood throws. He's got his man wide open. Marsh.
Officials time off for a player injury.
You could find the hot spots. That field location is the hot spot for Bryce Underwood. That intermediate throw out to the right side of the field
towards the medical tent. Shot right to the side of his helmet from Marsh.
Well, it's that time of the football season where injuries are just piling up, and injuries piling up for both of these teams.
Freshman Brandon Lee takes over for him. Kuzdal bounces off of a couple of tacklers and able to get back to the line of scrimmage before being wrapped up by
approaching scoring position.
Underwood throws across the middle. That's the tight end, Zach Marshall with the catch.
The pocket allows him to rip that throw right in there. It's a seam bender.
Underwood flips it out. Marlon Klein has it, jumps over one, and he's out of bounds.
I couldn't do any of this. These guys are different athletes. Marlon Klein, my goodness. 6'6", 2.
Maybe the last play of the first quarter. Jasper Parker gets the carry. Parker upended by Smith at the 5-yard line. Third down and short for the Wolverines. Kuzdal puts his head down. He's got a first down. Still moving that pile, but they will line. Got some confusion on the defensive end. Underwood snaps. Kuzdal's got it. Walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, look at the left side of that offensive line. Just a ton of movement there by Marshall. You see El Hadi pull around. Jalen Hoffman, number 2 on defense.
Freshman Iverson Howard gets the carry, slips one tackle, and gets across the
21st to the party.
Washington to sling it, going deep. He's got a man with a step, and it's broken up. Zeke Berry got his hand
in the middle of the field, and really initially number 4, Shalik Knotts, he had a step if Malik Washington was able to put that ball out in front of him. But nonetheless, great job by Zeke. Martindale has a ton of trust in number 10, Zeke Berry. You can see why.
Third and long, pressure coming. Got it across the middle, it's dropped and intercepted. And an ankle tackle.
Washington falls right into the lap of number 25, Mason Curtis. Well, I mean, really, that's another drop as well. I know it's not a perfect pass, but right through the hands of Shalik Knotts. Curtis grabs it, and the saving grace for Knotts there is he was able to bring down Curtis. Otherwise, that was looking like a pick 6.
Right outside right now, his sun is setting. There's a catch. Marshall again, his second reception. In the backfield to his left. Kuzdal gets it, wrapped up, goes nowhere. Mathis, the praying mantis.
Listen, this is the perfect play call by Ted Monachino.
He's got the specs on like Jalen Smith on the basketball team for the Maryland Terrapins. They set up the wide receiver screen. They've got McCulley. McCulley breaks a tackle through the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. Perfect setup, perfect blocking for 6.
Actually, Maryland dropped out of it. They dropped back into a zone coverage, and Michigan, those lead blockers out in space, were in perfect position. McCulley breaks 1 tackle. Touchdown, Wolverines.
3rd touchdown catch of the year for McCulley. Washington, see if he can engineer a scoring drive. And there he goes into the open. Octavian Smith's
improvement. Said Loxley, we give you even more support. The best is yet to come.
Across the middle, and the ball off the hands of Fleming. 6 wins. They get 15 bonus practices, and the world of difference that'll make for this program. To the outside to Farouk, and he breaks through for a first down for the Terps.
Just to continue the conversation here, Jeff, these are 2 of the youngest teams in the Big Ten. Maryland has a talented young core led by their quarterback Malik Washington. Their running back DeJuan Williams is a redshirt freshman. Those pass rushers, Sidney Stewart, Zahir Mathis, C.J. Smith, the linebacker. The big piece is getting more resources for Loxley to go recruit, of course, but also to keep this young core here. It's going to be a bright future for the Terps.
Washington steps up. Sidearm pass almost into the hands of Curtis. Williams up the middle and slung down. Bringing pressure over the middle. Fleming got his hands on it, secures it for Maryland. Handles a high snap, handed off on the draw play. Williams crunched after.
And the Terps offense.
Washington slings it. Catch made. Caleb Webb.
Possible to win games that way.
Empty backfield. Washington steps up, going end zone, and it's incomplete. He had Farouk.
A couple feet off. Beautiful pocket. Great protection. He steps up. Oh my gosh. That's just a huge missed opportunity to get exact.
Set up the screen. DeJuan Williams bleeds through inside the 10. 5 wideouts. Washington. Trouble. He is down. Sack for just the
back out into the outside the numbers, and Michigan sends a linebacker with them, so it's indicating man coverage, but they played edge.
From 34. O'Hare is true. Still 7 minutes left on the clock in the second quarter. Very returnable inside the 10-yard line from Marsh. Marsh hit and dropped right at the 20. 3 drives, 3 scores for Michigan. Handed off. Kuzdal's got a big hole dropped by Brandon Lee as the ball popped out. Lee. There's the hit. Is the ball out? No. Still secured by Bryce Kuzdal.
Wow.
That's a big play.
Yeah, Braden Lee.
Gain of 8 for Kuzdal. Underwood throws down the middle. Catch. McCulley across midfield.
By Chip Lindsey. Andrew Marsh, you see him running right across your screen there. Everyone's eyes are on number 4. That's the clear out route, which allows McCulley to run the dig.
2 catches for 46 yards from McCulley, including a score. Going to throw it again. Get it to the outside to Goodwin. Goodwin wrapped up before the 40-yard line.
Run from Kuzdal back in the first quarter, and now rewarding him with a little screen pass.
Kuzdal gets it, hit, and wrapped up.
A-gap run.
That's where they're going right now. Load up that line. Kuzdal gets that first down. There's your play action. Underwood steps up, and he's brought down. Pick on that second touchdown drive from Michigan that continued the drive. Underwood to throw it, goes across the middle, sets it up. That's Klein with the catch, 3rd and manageable.
Plays. I used to love this one. It's a little Y-hide, a chip, kind of a little tight end screen effectively. Just an easy way to pad the stats, Jeff. And
Underwood to throw, looking left. He's going to run Underwood's got it, almost.
Really the part of Underwood's game that makes him so special. He is a super athlete, and a good job there. Not forcing anything. Terps in good coverage and
on third down tonight for Michigan. Underwood to throw it. He's going deep, looking Marsh's way. It's off the helmet of a Terp, and it falls innocently out of.
Really was great coverage. Michigan again running the double move. Yep, that hit number 2, Braden Lee in the helmet. Dante Joyner was also in position. Comfortable doing this year, but better defense by the Terps.
Underwood sets it up. Missed tackle on Goodwin, and then a nice tackle.
86 for the fans at home.
Okay, there's your hint. Third down coming up. Marsh, he's blasted. Ball is out. They're going to. Right into the midsection of
Timeout on the field.
Andrew Marsh. It's tense. This was the big hit.
Yeah.
From 38, and it is no good. Drive. Washington to pass with pressure coming. Washington throws it at the feet of the defender. Second down and 10. And they hand it off. Decent hole. Williams wrapped up.
JU really kind of won the game for us.
Washington back to pass on third down. He's got Farouk a first down and more out to the 35. Washington sets it up. Williams going across the formation, hit, and he's down to the.
So critical. Michigan's going to play drop coverage and late getting onto the field here.
Washington tucks. Washington's going to run it, and he'll run it out of bounds. Good decision. Bring an extra man into the flat, incomplete. May have been tipped. Third down 7. Washington dumps it off and incomplete.
There's number 5. You see him running that double move, and oh my goodness, did he cook. Number 25, Mason Curtis. Malik Washington.
Person to kick it away. Marsh on the return. Marsh pushed out of bounds.
Special teams in general for Michigan.
Underwood finds Marsh, and he goes out of bounds. Pressure from Maryland. Underwood's going to run it and tripped up. Nice play in the open. Not doing it yet. He snaps it. Underwood throws. He's going deep sideline. Marsh got a hand on it, incomplete. That would have been amazing. Scruggs there to put a shoulder into Marsh.
He's the next great Michigan wide receiver.
Underwood to pass again. Flush to his left. He's going to run with it. And he gets hammered as he goes down. Pick. Time ticking away. Underwood to pass. And he goes down. Would have halted the second drive of the game for Michigan. Set up the bunch. It's incomplete. Out of bounds. Moving forward, incomplete.
It was close. Let's see. Good shot of it. That's
very close.
Very close.
10. Handed off. Kuzdal. Left side. Big hole and a huge hit. Wingate.
Kind of scrimmage and the movement that gets generated. Frazier, Jalen Hoffman. You see El Hadi throwing bodies around with.
Third and short. Kuzdal pushes forward for a first down. And that front 5 as well. Underwood to throw it. Underwood flush to his right, and he'll step out of bounds. Is this a block in the back there, Jake?
It looked like it. Definitely looked like it. Deacon Tonelli on number 57, Bryce Jenkins. It was certainly close.
Underwood to throw it. Gets Marsh. Tackled by Lee. We have not seen.
Completions become routine.
Underwood hands it off. Kuzdal.
Is to get those 5 guys playing as one unit.
Underwood to throw it. Across the middle, feathered it in perfectly to Klein.
Maryland, zone coverage, getting it over that underneath linebacker, underneath and in front of the safety. Marlon Klein finds that soft spot in the zone. That's a beautiful throw by Underwood.
Kuzdal runs. Kuzdal to the right side. Touchdown, Michigan. Perfectly blocked. And Kuzdal with his second tutty of the day.
Right guard in the center. These two have those two. And watch them sort this out right here. You see Guarnera with the movement. Crippen, his eyes, locks down and stones Wingate. Kuzdal in the end zone. Michigan celebrating.
See if they can answer the opening drive touchdown in the second half. Delay handoff. And
into the postseason. That theme is starting to once again hit here now.
Washington floats one down the sideline. He's got a man. Oh, incomplete.
Have just beat Jair Hill right off the line of scrimmage. Wink Martindale is trustworthy. He's not afraid to put Jair Hill in one-on-one coverage. That's Michigan's best defensive back. That time Caleb Webb beat.
Pressure coming. Washington to the sideline. Incomplete. Was looking.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 9. 15-yard penalty automatic, first down.
Didn't see a lot there. Was a bit late. Washington to pass again. Washington finds his outlet across the field. Smith, and he's into Michigan territory. Washington of the Michigan rusher. Floats another one down the sideline and almost a one-handed catch by Knotts. And
he might be one of the hardest hitting safeties in all of college football. And it looked like for Knotts, he just kind of got caught in between steps because that ball was accurate if Knotts was able to kind of open up his back. 2 hands consistently this year with all the drops.
He's going to run it. He's got a seam, skips through one, and he's out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. Sniff in the red zone. Octavian Smith is going to throw it. And Farouk fell down.
Once again, the trick play in the first half, too, was a little flea flicker, and Michigan was disciplined in their coverage in the back end. This is another trick play, but once again, Michigan disciplined in their coverage in the
To pass again, setting up the screen, got rid of it. Oh, he had Williams, but
Derek Moore beating the right tackle, Alan Heron, and Washington had him if he had time.
More pressure. Washington got rid of it, and it's caught. Nice.
See, that is a big-time catch. Yep, his forearms are underneath it. That's a big-time catch, but an even bigger-time throw. He had to throw that off his back foot. And a nice catch by Smith.
Handed off. Williams trying to get to the outside. And tackled around the 5. A trip into the red zone from Maryland. Washington to the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Washington tucks it in, down he goes. Second sack.
Out in motion, linebacker follows. Washington is thinking it's man-to-man coverage. Michigan plays zone to the bunch, and again, a coverage snap.
From 29. And O'Hare kicks it right through the uprights. So they convert on. Ernest Hausman did not travel either. Another kick. Andrew Marsh's way as he runs into it, catches it at the 15. Marsh through the pile, gets to the outside. Marsh down the sideline and into.
In the game, that's how Michigan has been able to separate. They've taken advantage of their opportunities. Malik Washington has been unable.
Kuzdal gets the carry and he busts through across the. That would be a huge upset. Kuzdal gets it again and he's hit after.
Michigan wide receiver, maybe a future first-round pick.
Underwood was looking his way, now flushed out to his right. And Underwood threw it away, got hit as he threw it.
National championships with this guy under center, but you needed to get him wide receivers, and Andrew Marsh and him, freshmen, together.
Underwood threw it away, and
number 40 is Nasir Taylor. So they said a low hit there. It was a low hit, but
Yep.
I think that's just tackling. You can tell Nasir Taylor there. It looked like just a clean football tackle to me.
That was a tough one there. Jasper Parker gets the carry.
That is one they're going to want to call to protect the quarterback. And not grounding, because there was a receiver in the area if it hadn't hit his teammate. Close, as they do to protect the quarterback, they're going to make that call.
Got a defender to jump. They go end zone on the free play.
Understand, you have to protect the quarterback. But it is tough, Jeff.
Underwood to throw it. Under duress, Underwood's going to run. Underwood hit, and he is stopped just short.
Risky there. Watch at the end of this. He's looking like he's getting ready to reach the ball out. Watch right here, real late. He is getting ready to reach it out and then pulls it back in. Remember in the Purdue game, he had it and not.
I formation for Michigan. Handed off Kuzdal, following blockers. Did he reach in?
Not quite on the goal line, but remember, some part of that ball's got to break the plane. He was ruled short. I don't think, based on this shot here, that you could put him over the plane breaking that. And I think it's got to stay. Here's another look. And it, just gets blocked out there. This one, with the shot down the line, looks like it's very close. Don't know if they can overturn it based on the fact it's hidden from his teammate.
That's a tough look. Thanks so much, Mike.
That's a big blow because he is a captain and the leader, and he is Michigan football.
Washington, another drop. Indiana on a bye with Purdue coming up next week. Washington on the delay, hands it off to Ray. Don't forget what's coming next week too. We still have a quarter plus in this one. Washington to pass, and he's got his tight end Fleming. Ball. Here's Fleming, ball still in hand. No fumble. Washington's going to run, and he'll pick up the first down for the Terps. Washington steps up, out of trouble, throws down the middle. First down, Terps at midfield.
Historic programs, and I think about it, legacies and careers are defined by your record in that game.
Washington flush. He's going to run and slide. After
was filling in for Jim Harbaugh when he was suspended 2 seasons prior and got the win.
Williams hit and dropped. But if he loses to Michigan again, I mean, it's going to be crazy. And that's behind Octavian. Bringing the house. Washington down. Fourth down stop. They get the football again in Terp territory. Handoff. That's Parker. And hit out of. Underwood keeps. And Husky pushes him out of bounds. Second down for the Wolverines. Trying to get through is Jasper Parker. Some hung up. Parker for a first down.
I said, but this kid Jasper Parker that's coming in the summer, we think he's going to be special.
Parker gets it. Close to the 5-yard line. Mark.
Critical part of this offense.
Underwood hands it off. Parker stays on his feet. Parker, end zone. Did he get the pylon? Touchdown, Wolverines. Second score of the year for Jack.
Prove it.
Anything out of bounds before he touches? No, he's in. That's a score.
And how about the play call again by Chip Lindsey? Just timely play calls down.
Play in game, but a play on game. So they can keep practicing and building momentum.
Frustrating year for Coach Loxley, make no mistake about it, for the players.
Washington steps back across the middle, dumps it off. Williams.
You're not winning if there's not resources committed.
Washington
does a ton of community work. So now getting resources, its ability to build depth. On the fly, now with the resource commitment, you can surround these guys with more depth and more talent to turn the corner in some of these close games.
Smith across the formation, and he's brought down his core together. They could be a real problem in this conference. Washington, incomplete, almost intercepted.
Catch passes from Malik Washington.
Four-man rush, almost got home. Washington across his body, incomplete. And up today with a shoulder injury, but we haven't seen him. Jaden Davis is the quarterback, and they hand it off to Micah Kaapana with the team. Hand it off, Kaapana.
And has the best game of his career in the biggest moment.
Hand it off.
Buckeye gear. Then I came to my senses and went to Michigan. I'm just having fun with the rivalry here. And I mean,
not a lot of people gave Michigan an opportunity to win last year, especially at the Horseshoe with as much momentum was going for Ohio State.
To move the chains. Someone unproven and someone that is going to come out of nowhere is going to, but he's got to find a way to get back to his normal self.
And he's going to feather that one in. Nice little baby Island Springs, Virginia. They will hand it off. Iverson Howard bowls it.
A shooter. Sometimes you just need to see it go through.
Martin throws, sets up that wide receiver screen to Farouk. It's Ireland with a couple of freshmen in it. Martin to pass. Martin slings to the sideline. Nice dot. Out to the 30-yard line to Shalik. 6 minutes to go in this one. Martin to pass again. Hit as he throws, and it's caught. Farouk, touchdown. Farouk with the score, his second touchdown of the season. It's going to be a score for Farouk. Ball was out there. Got to prove it's a catch first, too. Ball was definitely out. Farouk jumped on it. And the officials are going to stop play.
On previous plays that are further video review.
Got to prove that it's a catch. Catch, 1, 2, football play. What do you think?
It's close. I mean, it was 1-2. It is.
Kaapana got the carries on the last drive. Now it's Tomas O'Meara. He's got the left side. Nothing but greenery in front of him and knocked out of bounds across the 40.
The play running back for this Michigan offense. Look at the offensive line swallow up the Terps defensive front. Key block on the outside by number 6, Jamar Browder. And
now O'Meara in the ball game. From the 38, O'Meara gets it again. Straight up the middle they go.
It's a line with a bunch of new faces, and that's pretty unfair, but here's the truth. This year, even with all the shuffling around, they're back to it. But the foundation for Michigan's success is always going to be in the trenches, and you got to give a ton of credit to Grant Newsom.
O'Meara stays on his feet, and he's across the 25-yard line.
Starts off as tight end coach. Now he's at O-line coach, and Jim Harbaugh used to say, and I played with Newsom, he'll be a head coach one day.
On the ground again with O'Meara.
The sky is the limit. Future very bright for Grant Newsom as coach.
O'Meara gets it left side, head down, and it's going to be first down and goal for the Wolverines.
Sharon Moore, you're starting a freshman quarterback.
O'Meara gets the handoff. O'Meara bouncing off of tacklers and maybe lost a yard.
Play today, the 2 star wide receivers for the Buckeyes.
And Julian Sand was out in the third quarter as O'Meara gets it out to the 4-yard line.